Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to make a presentation of how I build my continuous integration and continuous delivery. Here, I will go to the Azure Cloud Shell. First of all, you have to prepare your Azure Cloud Shell to talk to your GitHub repo using SSH keygen. Then, you have already cloned your GitHub web repo. Here I have already done my GitHub repo, then included all the boilerplates that have been given for the assignment. So here is the architectural design of how GitHub and the Azure pipeline, in fact, Azure infrastructure will talk to your API to effect the continuous integration and continuous delivery of every changes you have made to your repo. So if you go to this repo, though it's private, I'll make it open very soon so that everybody can have access to it. You will see all the things I've done, and in the README, you will see every steps I've taken to build a pipeline to be functional CI/CD pipeline. So we go back to our Azure portal. Yeah, the Cloud Shell is ready. So if you want to prepare your Cloud Shell to talk to your GitHub repo, just issue this command, SSH keygen -t, then arrow.rsa. I've already done it, so I'm not going to repeat it. To show that I've done it, look at it here. Then the output will give you the code you would need to impute into your GitHub repo or GitHub platform so that your GitHub can talk to your Cloud Shell. You can as well do it to your local computer. It will generate a new SSH key for you. Then you put it here, you name it so that you can remember it. Maybe you also add dates to it so that you can remember the day you did it. So we have already done that. So I'm not going to repeat it. Then going back here, what I did is to clone the app. I cloned the app with the boiler. I've already put the boilerplate code. Then I clone the app. Then the next step is to set up my virtual environment. The name of the virtual environment was, or is, my repo. So I've done it before, so that is it here. So I will activate it to begin to run my code. So here we are. I'll first of all check the content of the repo. The content of the repo can be found here. In the requirement.txt file contains all the dependencies for the web app to function as expected, while the make file is a script that will run and make the installation and run the linting and all the tests for the application repo. So for me to install it, let me install all the dependencies. I will issue make all. Okay, I have now cd into the repo. So everything is working. The pass is 100%. So I'll also check whether the local prediction is working as expected. Before then, I have to start the server. Yeah, the server is running on the localhost 8000 at port 8000. Then I have to open a new window for Cloud Shell to run the prediction. Activating the source, activating the virtual environment once more. So all things being equal, it's running. Now, since it's running, I have to deploy the web app. I will deploy the web app, AZ web app. Up, the name of the web app, Flask ML app. So if I issue it, there will be a conflict because it's already running. This name has been given, so I'm not going to do it again. But I will go and I will check here at app service URL. So I will make a little change on the repo. Let me stop the local server. Come on, where are you? All right. This file, I'm going to put the name of the web app. I've already done it. Here is it. So you can change it to the name of your web app you have deployed using AZ web app up -n, the name of your web app. So all things being equal, when I call this file make _predict _Azure _app.sh, it will make a prediction for us. Yeah, so it's fine. Now the next step to take, okay, I can check the health of the application using AZ logtail, which so no point of doing it. I don't want to make the window to the video to be longer. I want to make it to be brief. The next step is to deploy our app service for continuous integration, continuous delivery pipeline, so that every changes we make in our repo will be tested and linted. Everything will be automatically deployed and the changes will be effected immediately through Azure pipeline. So I will go to Azure DevOps organization. If you don't have Azure DevOps organization, you're going to create one. Here is mine. I have several projects, 3 of them here. Here's the one I deployed that is working with the code repo. I have demonstrated. So for this to work, you have to go to here to activate your app service connection. The one I'm using right now is Flask ML app. But for clarity purpose, I want to demonstrate how I did it. App service new app service. I'll leave it private. Remember, your repo has to be private for it to be private. If it is not private, you have to make it public, but it's easy to do the changes after you have done everything. So having created your new app service, which is coincidentally the name is new app service, you will activate your service connection so that you can be able to talk to your repos. So when it comes up, there are steps you will take. It will also request your identity. Maybe you'll confirm it through your email, and they will send you a code. I'll create one. I will use Azure. I will take this Azure Resource Manager. The next step, I will leave this one to be service principal automatic is recommended. Then the next step is to request your identity through your email. So they will send you a code, as I said earlier on. I'm not going to go through this process. So when you did this, you will be connected to your repos. Connected to your repos. Then you build your pipeline. So you have your functional CI/CD pipeline. You can see all the changes, all the things I've done. They're all passed and deployed and affected the changes immediately. So that is it. Okay, let me go to this one and show you the build process. It will show you the build stage and the deployed web app. Pass through this from initializing the job to finalizing the job, then deploy your web app. So that is it. Now, if we want to make a little tweak to our repo and see how the pipeline works, I will go to here, go to web app, app.py. I'll clean this and say testing a new deploy. So I'll save it and commit it. push the change. So now we'll go back to Azure pipeline and see whether everything is working. Okay, something is cooking. It's deploying. So I'll pause the video and start again later on. Ladies and gentlemen, the build is complete. It took about 4 minutes 30 seconds to build, so we can check the build process and the finalized job. So I'm going to check the web app to see whether the changes we made was affected. I'll go back here, check the endpoint name. Let me just copy it and call the endpoint. Visit the website. Testing a new deploy. So it's reflected. So that is the beauty of continuous integration and continuous delivery using Azure pipeline. Everything is interconnected, deeply interconnected with your GitHub repo. Every changes you make to your GitHub repo will be affected immediately. That is everything you have done here. If you check your GitHub action, the same thing is also there. Thank you. Remain blessed.